my God. Amazing, best dessert ever.
A long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away, two cruisers went on a Star Wars day at sea. This is their story. Hey everyone, Dave K here today for Star Wars Day at Sea. So excited to share today's adventures with you. So much to see and do. It's almost 9 a.m. here. Gotta run and catch breakfast, catch some characters and all kinds of other fun stuff. So let's do it. Off to grab breakfast now. And we've got Jedi Master Mike here as well, yes. You could hear a couple people dressed up as Star Wars theme, but not too many yet. We could hear some faint Star Wars music in the lobby, and Jedi Master Mike as his lightsaber to battle Count Dave Cool, the Wookiee.
I'm not ready.
Battle!
I died.
Check out this sort of small breakfast here. Just having a couple things so we can run off and grab those pictures here in a bit. And Mike's got a few other items as well, waffles and croissant and more. Looking forward to digging in here and then being on our way.
He's a bounty hunter. Bounty hunting isn't just about the money. It's about the thrill of the chase. And then the money. Remember, you can run, but you can't hide. But if you do, that's when the fun starts.
We can already see Imperial flight guys up there, and we saw some stormtroopers up on deck 5. Gonna have to keep looking around here, see what kind of pictures we can see, what's going on here today, but nice start to it. Stormtroopers off the elevator. Oh!
Your new assignment. Report to base after your patrol.
Supposed to report to base, but then he just ran away. Yeah, we got the officers upstairs, and we got the stormtroopers downstairs.
Your allegiance should be with the Empire. Be careful, citizen.
Will do, Trooper, will do.
We've got eyes on you.
Thank you, Trooper.
Move that way. Yeah. All right. Oh,
All right.
This route might
Unfortunately, it's not
All
for trade.
right.
I know, I wish it was, but
How
it's not.
about this thing that...
This is my replacement droid, also not for
Oh, it's a
trade.
droid.
Yeah.
We need that.
It's temporary, it's temporary. I got my other droid rolling around. He's in the shop right now, I know. I know.
right.
We'll get him back. Thanks, guys.
These guys to help us infiltrate the rebel base.
Absolutely, this is just a collection. They're all, a big collector. Yeah, no question about it. Antiques, Kind of collect them when I can.
From whom did you steal this stuff?
I happened upon it when I was wandering through that too. Happened upon it. Saw it on the side. There you go. There you go, sir.
BB-8 Races got some special lighting going on right now. It's been super fun so far, but cool to see they're prepping for some special events for Star Wars Day here as well. I'm not sure why they turned the whole room blue here. I guess we'll find out in a minute.
He's actually a trainee. We're training with a lightsaber there.
Yes.
We'll make sure he's even more efficient in helping the resistance.
Of course.
The Sith Wookiee.
Oh, Sith.
Oh.
I'm gonna have to keep my eyes on you.
Okay.
Clearly.
Awesome to catch some characters we know, maybe some we don't so much. Got some Ewoks, not some Ewoks, but we got some Jawas, we got some Stormtroopers, some of those other animated characters, and now time for some Darth Vader. Yeah. Just walked by a crazy line for maybe the droids across from Animator's Palette here. Gonna have to come back to that later, but now heading for Darth Vader. Lots of characters we got the pictures with. You gotta make sure you schedule those, get those on the agenda, 3 different ones. You gotta make sure you set up, but otherwise you can catch them all on the go. Now on our way to catch Vader. In line for Darth Vader now. Back to the Skyline Lounge. Definitely not as long as the line upstairs to meet those droids, but still another 5 minutes till we get rolling here. 10 a.m. group, so definitely long lines here to meet all those characters, but worth it. Gonna meet some of our favorites. It's a little bit toasty here, even for Count Dave Cool, using the Force on this cruise, so definitely something to keep in mind. Is these layers can get hot. Mike's a little toasty, I think, in that Jedi robe as well, but we'll see how this plays out for us. Taking my hood off when we're not taking photos, so we'll see how things go. So many photos and so many lines, and so little time here. Mike's running around to try to figure out which photos are where, because there's a long line by the animator's palette, but I think it's 2 lines, so we'll find that out in a minute. But nice to get those photos with Darth Vader, yes. And I'm definitely going to need to get some tea and some water here as well in a bit, because lots of photos, lots of running around, and super toasty in the Chewie costume, but still a lot of fun. And we've got Chewie up front, excited to make our way around Animator's palette here and get some photos with him. The line does keep going once you step inside. On the other side of the hall, too, we can see R2-D2 and C3PO hanging out. Looks like a Kashyyyk or something like that, so cool to see these kind of stairs, or the chairs kind of organizing which way we walk and that kind of thing, but super cool to see. They've kind of used the whole space here for some photo opportunities before lunchtime. Lead the charge. Yeah. We should have lightsabers too, right? I'm saying matching. Those very important ranks there.
Yeah. Identification card?
Ooh.
Identification. That's it.
Ooh.
We're trying to get in. They can't
No one's gonna get a photo with us.
Unfortunately, I can't let you pass the gate. Try again later. Sorry. Look behind you. I'm sorry. No, I can't let you.
It's a good try. Good
How
try.
about this side?
Go for it.
Right.
The second greeting to the market. Native tongue. Would you like to give it a try?
You want me to give it a try?
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome photos, and glad we had the chance to catch the full set while we're sailing here. Still would love to catch some photos with those Jawas. I was drinking a little bit of tea earlier, caught some footage, but I gotta catch some photos as well. Catching some lobby photos now, like this Han Solo here. Not Han Solo, frozen. And then maybe we'll grab some more tea and water as well. Definitely need to stay hydrated on this one. It's very hot in the costume. We got Boba Fett here as well. Boba Fett walking through the lobby. Oh, he's watching out for us here. Oh, Boba Fett, I'm ready to join the Bounty Hunters Guild.
Excellent.
All right, let's do it. I'm official now. We got Boba Fett talking to some family members over here. Some of the guests on the cruise. Really cool to see him interacting with guests over here. Nice. And in their photo as well. I like it.
Oh,
You can see upstairs, if you look closely, some of those orcs that are a part of that orc legion or whatever, walking along. Check out our orc buddy here. Oh my gosh, taking some pictures. Really cool to see. I'm ready to meet Jabba the Hutt. Yes, how are you? I'm so ready to encounter the Jabba forces. Let's go visit the palace. Have a great time. I like it. Sounds good. Come on. See you soon.
Oh, he's looking. Oh, he wants.
Oh. This must be set up for the deck party later tonight. You can see they're showing Star Wars stuff on the TV there. And they've also got this kind of Kashyyyk looking, most likely maybe house bar thing going on. Let's see how it goes later tonight. Now grabbing a seat, relaxing, taking a break, grabbing some tea while Mike is changing up his lightsaber, his robes, that kind of thing. It's hot and it's a lot of energy. So I'm just taking a break here and enjoying some time. Check out the special options here for Star Wars Day at Sea. We've got Mantha Burger, pulled pork sandwich, all kinds of delicious options here at the second kiosk in. Very cool to see. And I've got that pulled pork sandwich here. Looks really good on that sweet potato biscuit. Definitely looking forward to trying that one. And Mike had some of those cookies and said they weren't the best necessarily on this cruise. But how was that sandwich that you had, Mike? Looks like the egg sandwich.
I had the egg salad sandwich and the ham and onion sandwich. Ham and onion was definitely the best.
All right, good to know. A couple ideas here for lunch options at Cabanas on Star Wars Day at Sea. Overall, that pulled pork sandwich was okay. I wouldn't say it's my #1 favorite item. Don't necessarily see myself getting that one again, but it wasn't bad per se. I'm definitely going to try other options in the future. I want to be able to share my thoughts with that one with you. It wasn't quite as flavorful as I was expecting, either on the meat side or on that biscuit side. You know, it's supposed to be a sweet potato biscuit, and I didn't really taste too much flavor on that one either. So I think it's probably one that we can skip in the future, but good to know. And we've got the Planetoid Punch here. Looking forward to trying some of the Planetoid Punch, which is a special drink for Star Wars Day. Let's let you know what we think of that one here as well. Overall, not my favorite beverage there, that galactic juice, whichever one that one. Planetoid Punch. Not necessarily my favorite one of those, but it was okay. You know, it has some watermelon, coconut, that kind of thing. It was a unique set of flavors. I definitely prefer, for the drink of the day, the kind of slushy smoothies. We had a lava smoothie, and Mike's got one he prefers even more than that. I would skip this one in the future, because again, it's just like a juice. Like, you take a bunch of juices and mix it together. Not as much amazing as some of the other ones, but it's not terrible. Mike, what'd you think?
Not bad, but I wouldn't get it again, just because you can get most of those flavors at the free drink dispenser about 20 feet that way.
True. And it's worth noting as well, we heard the Sith and the Jedi horns go up as well. Don't know if you heard those before, but it was It was really cool to hear the special horns for both Jedi and Sith. And we're going to see if we can catch a bit of the pool patrol as well. I still haven't gotten to snap a picture with those Jawas. We'll see what we can do. Let's see what kind of characters are out there. I actually caught the orc up here we saw downstairs earlier when Mike was still downstairs. So let's see who we can catch over there in just a minute. And check out the special pizzas here as well. You can see Death Star pizza, pepperoni with beans and chili flakes, Boba Fett pizza, all kinds of cool specialty pizzas here for Star Wars Day at Sea as well. I like it. Check out BB-8 races getting set up here. Very cool. You can see several BB-8s in there. This giant mount on the floor with the start and finish, so it looks like almost a maze that those BB-8s have to race through, and little cell phone controllers. We'll see how this one goes. Looks super, super cool. And here we are looking down at the game going on over there. You can see we are set up currently in position. A bunch of us on the stairs getting ready to play some BB-8 races. So you can see Mike down there is going to be spectating while we are racing. There's only one per party here, but definitely looking forward to getting the race going on here today. All right, sounds like Mike is getting in the races as well, taking a second member of those families. That's awesome. We'll both get a chance to race here today. Let's see how this one goes.
Spots open. So we're looking for drivers that are 8 years of age or older. We're open to anybody. Come on in, it can be any age. 8 years and older, come on, we have 7 spots left to sign up.
Getting ready for those races back there. You can see one larger child right there in the back. Who's that? What's going on there? BB-8 races right here. Excited to get the BB-8 races started. Looking forward to seeing how this one goes. Should be a lot of fun. Let's get to it. BB-8 races, definitely a popular one here. You can see totally full on a couple of cast members trying to coordinate our efforts here, and totally full staircase of racers as well. So let's see how this one goes. Lots of spectators on the balcony as well. I like it. And I'm not sure I've pointed out these Star Wars Day at Sea kind of banners here in the lobby before either. I don't know if I've actually spotted that. But look at that. We got some TIE fighters. We got some Imperial destroyers. Very, very cool to see.
Are you ready? Get going and see who's the best BB-8 racer. Are you guys ready?
Yeah!
All right, we have to start with a few rules. There we go. As you go through the last stretch into the cockpit to deliver that message. All the way to Chewbacca. It's not as easy as it looks, so I recommend going nice and slow. All right, audience, are you ready? Then let's begin our first race. Let's count down in 3, 2, 1. Deploy those droids. And they're off, starting in the back of the boat. Oh, our red droid is taking the lead. Now, if they do go up that mat, remember, we're going to put it right back on where they started. Oh, and it is popped off as they get through the cargo bay. Oh, our first BB has to come all the way back there and start after the cargo bay, because that's where he jumped off the track. Very good. As you see, Greg, it is not as easy as it looks. All right, Pedro.
Awesome to see that first round in action. Let's see how tricky it is when we actually try to play it.
2, 1, deploy. And they're off to a start here. Wow. That's okay. The red droid is coming out, and yellow bouncing around, getting close to that gun turret and finish line at the zone. The yellow droid is there.
I got knocked out in that first round. I think the tricky piece was which way the blue thing was facing. I think it's supposed to be facing you and not forward. I got kind of several directions there, but it was a fun game. Looking forward to Mike's race now. So Mike was knocked out pretty quick as well, but now we get to just enjoy, watch the races, and see how things go.
Out of those 9, we're going to have 3 finalists who are going to play for the prize of the afternoon. He's having a little check around the cargo bay. There we go. Thanks. The red droid in the winner! Great job. What's your name? Oopsie! Deploy those.
Ready? Awesome to get those photos, some really great runs all around, from the Star Wars background to some of those solid backgrounds, some lightsaber catching, really cool time. And now to catch Star Wars at Lightspeed. Excited to see this show, Star Wars at Lightspeed. Supposed to be one of the favorites of the cruise director, super fast retelling of Star Wars, the original trilogy. So let's see how it goes. Jango Fett chilling up there on deck too. Gotta watch out for him.
Star Wars at Lightspeed, where the three of us
We'll perform your favorite heroes and villains, droids and creatures.
in all your favorite moments of the original trilogy in 20 minutes or less. Did he say the three of us? But you said you've never seen the movies.
Yeah, but I've seen every episode of Star Wars, Clone Wars, and The Mandalorian. I love playing Jedi Fallen Order, and I destroy them on Battlefront 2, and I could live at Star Wars Galaxy's Edge.
Hand magic?
Yeah, hand magic. It's amazing. See, if you can't think of a line, all you have to do is look at the audience and raise your hands. For example, help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Yes,
I'm on a diplomatic mission.
You're a part of the Rebel Alliance and a traitor. Take her away.
Princess Leia was indeed a part of the Rebel Alliance.
For Obi-Wan Kenobi.
I think he means old Ben Kenobi. We should take it to him.
So they got in Luke's speeder and they headed off to find old Ben Kenobi, where Luke let him down. Obi-Wan disappeared, becoming one with the Force. And Luke saw the whole thing.
No!
You're in the Millennium Falcon, and he blasted Vader's ship, causing him to tumble into space! So they decided to strike back.
I get it.
Yeah, so Luke saw a vision of an old friend. Luke, you must go to the Dagobah system. And you will meet Yoda, a little green Jedi Master. Yoda.
Oh, Yoda I am. Teach you I will. Unlearn what you have learned.
Space Lud was chopping down and slithered back into his cave.
Only then will your training be complete.
Is Vader my father?
I don't know, is he? Okay, I thought you were going to throw another twist in this thing or something.
For it.
A ploy? Nah, I don't think so.
No, something else that begins with a T-R.
Ah, a trick! Nah, it's not like that.
Okay, wait, charges on the Death Star. Good. Let the hate flow through you.
If you will join the dark side, perhaps she will.
Never!
So much for joining us for this presentation of Star Wars at Lightspeed.
Cool show to see. Glad we had a chance to catch this one. The Star Wars at Lightspeed, that retelling there. They did a pretty good job of telling the whole story pretty quick. That being said, I think I like some new original shows that I haven't seen before, just to learn some new stories. And I love those full stage productions. But for a quick show here on that lobby atrium, really, really great show. Back in the room now. It is super hot up there, so taking a break, just grabbing a seat here in the room. Maybe we're thinking about grabbing some tea or some drinks, or just showering, just sitting back for a moment before we plan all the rest of the fun activities. There is so much going on, 3D crafts and Padawan training and movies and all that kind of thing, but it's also nice to catch the occasional break because, you know, you gotta rest. It's a cruise, just enjoy that slower, relaxed pace, so might take some time, relax and rest a bit before we get back out there. After a brief nap and some time relaxing in the room, time to join Mike back out and about catching all those adventures. Maybe the 3D crafts are still going on. We'll take a look. All right, caught up to Mike building some crafts here. Let's take a closer look. All right, very cool, nice. Looks like a cruise ship. Mike, what are you making here?
I am making the Disney Fantasy, or some other cruise ship, but it's a cool 3D craft that doesn't require like the smallest hands in the world, so it's easy. It's not too hard.
Sounds good. And did you get to choose your ship or anything like that, or everyone's doing this one?
Everyone's doing this one today, but I know that there are other 3D crafts happening while we're on board.
All right, sounds cool. Glad we get a chance to drop in and see as you're building this one. I'm glad to hear it's not too hard either. And there is Mike's finished product. Nice ship here. Really cool that he was able to get that done. I feel like we're hearing from some friends that it's a little bit harder, but Mike was able to knock this one out, so glad to hear it was a fun adventure. I have a perfect trade for you. I've brought the secret map to all adventures and rewards. Yeah. What do you think? What? Thank you. All kinds of great photos. Got some more with those Jawas. Try to trade with them. Really, really cool to see all the characters are still out and about. And you can never have enough photos, so got to keep taking those. And we'll see when that costume celebration is tonight, or costume competition. Looking forward to that one.
Attention! This is Captain Bullock. Despite our best efforts, certain life forms have infiltrated your vessel. Specifically, we have learned that Jawas, disgusting creatures, are in the atrium and the buffet area. We have also learned that travelers are illegally trading with these Jawas. We urge you not to participate in any further illegal activity.
Whoops. And there they are, those Jawas up there. Oopsies. It was fun to meet them, but watch out. Illegal trades going on. So watch out for those Imperial troopers. Time for a bit more R&R before tonight. You know, we've got that costume celebration, all kinds of other fun stuff going on for Star Wars, so I'm excited to see it all. Still waiting for those, so we're just gonna grab some tea, water, and other drinks while we're hanging out, waiting for it. For an afternoon snack, Mike's got us the Gorba Melt here. Gorba Melt's got a panini, some turkey, some cheese, some tomato. Let's dig in and see how this one tastes. So that Gorba Melt is fantastic. One of the best quick service items Mike and I have ever had from that quick service counter, Flo's 8 Cafe, special for the Star Wars Day at Sea. If you're looking for a good panini with some cheese, turkey, tomato, some other flavor, maybe an onion in there, really, really solid choice if you're looking for something great. Now, just enjoying some views, and then maybe later tonight we'll see the show and more. Got some awesome photos here with this sunset going on, very nice, while we were making our way from that afternoon snack. And you can see sunset again is the hour right now, and we're getting ready for those shows going on later tonight. So definitely excited to see all the different celebrations going on in the lobby in a bit, but glad we took the time to catch these photos. Good call, Mike.
Oh yeah.
Now situated in the lobby for my view for both the Star Wars costume show as well as the dance party. I'm gonna sit this one out so I can just kind of rest and relax, save some energy in my legs here, and watch it from a seated position, and I'll be able to tell you how it looks from sitting down.
Everyone with your hands in the air and give your best rookie roll on 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Whoa, that was awesome!
No, I am your father.
Oh my gosh, that line blew my mind.
Okay, everyone, let me hear you yell at Teeny like a Jawa for Jess. Oh, Teeny, Teeny!
And let's not forget Chelsea down there. Let's give her our best Wookiee roll. Go! Join me. Oh no, I see some Darth Vaders, some Kylo Rens. Is a Stormtrooper your favorite thing? Can you do your best Stormtrooper pose? Yeah! Good job. Okay.
Luckily for you, no.
Okay, now how long did it take you to get ready today?
My Imperial courtesans readied me as soon as they could be ready to be.
2, 3. Our Wookiees and our droids. Get partying.
Now time for a Star Wars dance party. You see our lead dancer here with the lightsaber. Alright, dance party going on in the lobby. Lots of people watching on the upper level. At lower level, people are dancing a little bit. Check out this porg here. Super cool to see this porg, which is part of this special event here. Complete the porg quest, and you kind of get a celebration with all these other people, maybe some photos and that kind of thing. So super excited to see this one. Let's do it.
Guys, seen any sign of porg anywhere on the ship? No? Oh, I seen one by BBD Babidi Boutique. Have you seen it? And where else? Oh, right. Where?
Everyone, thank you for helping us look for the porgs. You've been a great help to us. Chewie, that would be wonderful to meet everyone and thank them for helping us.
Oh, thank you, Ray. That's a great idea. So come over here, guys. We're going to make a big line over here to take some pictures.
Now waiting in line to see Ray and Chewbacca, thanks to some friends here. Really glad to have the opportunity to do it and looking forward to getting some of these photos and sharing those with you here as well. Hey, hey, how are you?
Very wonderful.
Glad to join the Porg family here. I'm ready to have a pet Porg.
Thank you for helping us.
I'm glad I
Much
can.
appreciated.
Awesome to get those photos. Thanks to a couple friends, Simon and Nancy. Thanks for bringing us to this one. I also liked those shows we saw earlier, the character celebration dance party, as well as the costume party. I liked them, but I could also see if they changed those shows. You know, it was cool to see, but at the same time, it's not necessarily something I need to go back for to see those shows again. So I like them, but I'm definitely looking forward to far more of that theater show tonight on the top deck, and those fireworks, of course. Came back to the room to change into some nice warm clothes for those Star Wars fireworks tonight. But first, a Star Wars dinner. Excited to try some of the new foods special for Star Wars night in Animator's Palette. Let's do it. Found a new great spot to hang out back here. Check this out. In the window, kind of laying down here. Love a good laying down position. You sit all day, you know, so you need a new spot. Be able to lay down, but laying down now in front of Animator's Palette, waiting for our go time. We're just walking up there, and hopefully we'll be in a minute. Looking forward to all that special food. Let's do it. Lots of Star Wars theming here, some servers and more. And we've got a bunch of Star Wars theming around the restaurant as well. You can see Star Wars Day at Sea posters up there. Very cool to see. And here's another look at that Star Wars menu. I'm looking at maybe those steak empanadas over there. Salad looks pretty good too. Sand People salad. A couple of good options from the entrees too. Maybe the chicken up there. We'll have to see how things go here tonight. But lots of great options. I'm looking forward to it. We got a variety of options here. I've got myself the Sand People salad, and I also got the beef empanadas, and I also got the crisp chicken. So a bunch of different options there. Appetizer, a salad, and an entree. And Mike's got a bunch of good dishes as well. He's got Jar Jar Binks chowder and Lord Vader's Nerf steak. Now, one thing to notice about this menu is there's not a vegetarian section. So if you want a vegetarian item, you gotta look closely for those symbols in each section and maybe even ask your waiter. It's a little bit of a tricky menu compared to some of those other ones, but definitely looking forward to trying some of these new items. And here we have Mike's Jar Jar Binks lamb chowder. Looks delicious with a couple crackers in there. And on my plate, you can see a couple of empanadas. I've got 3 empanadas on there, some sauce and a lime. It looks fantastic. Let's give it all a shot and let you know what we think of these 2 dishes. So Mike and I agree. Mike is the clear winner on this one. That clam chowder is amazing. Some of the best both of us have had. I'm not a huge clam chowder guy, but Mike is definitely a huge clam chowder guy. Both of us think that's great. I do like empanadas quite a bit, but I feel like these are a little bit too bready and not flavorful enough. And Mike kind of agrees with me on that one too. So empanadas, maybe in the future. Clam chowder, if you like it, definitely. And here is that Sand People salad with no dressing. I'm not a huge dressing guy. We're getting it on the side, so that'll be over here in a minute. But lots of cool looking items on that. Look at avocado, tomato, some meat in there as well. Definitely it looks delicious. Let's give this one a shot. Not a bad salad as far as salads go. I don't love this one, but I do like it. I feel like the avocado really adds a lot. Those beefsteak tomatoes are fantastic. This is kind of my fault. I didn't really use the dressing. I'm not really a dressing guy, so it doesn't have a lot of dressing, but I do like it. I could see myself getting this one again. Less than the clam chowder, but more than those empanadas. Here I've got Qui-Gon's crisp chicken here. Looks delicious. With a little butter and the biscuit on the side, some green beans on there. And Mike has the Darth Vader's Nerf steak, I believe. Looks like a great one. Some veggies in there too. Carrots, spinach. Let's see how both of these taste. Definitely both look like winners here today. Great look to the both of them. I like it. So Mike and I agree on this one as well. 2 of the best dishes we've had for entrees on the cruise line. Both that chicken and that steak. Fantastic flavors to them. Super easy to bite into. Super soft. Beautifully done in terms of the cook and the flavor. I feel like these are very solid winners. I would definitely get either one of these again. I'm more of a chicken person, so I'd get the chicken. I think Mike would probably get the steak, but both of them, fantastic. Definitely a winner. Do more of the Star Wars food on the other nights, Disney. That's the best food so far. Except that Aki Tuna Tower, though. That's still number 1. Awesome options here on the dessert menu. A variety of options from cakes to different types of pudding and stuff like that. Trying to show you the thing pretty clearly here. Macaroons, fantastic on there. A couple of no sugar added items as well, so we'll have to see what we go for here tonight. Not super hungry, but we'll see what we end up picking. For the pre-buffet dessert, we've got the Cloud City macaroon here. It looks like a yellow one on the bottom, whereas it's a pink one on the top. Really interesting to see. And there's some jam type stuff in there too. See if I can show you a better look at that one. Kind of like a jam thing going on in the middle, maybe a black and white sort of jam. Really cool to see. And then over there, we have the Calrissian velvet cake. And look at that Star Wars logo printed right on the front. Really cool with a couple of side raspberries there too. Let's dig in and see how they both taste. We still have the buffet later tonight, but definitely looking forward to trying these before we head up there and eat even more later. Mike and I both tried the velvet cake, and we both thought it was a very good dessert. Really glad we had that one. Started to talk about how good the desserts were here, and then we tried the macaroon, and we forgot about the velvet cake. Like, the macaroon, most amazing dessert I maybe have ever had. Wow. So good. Mike said best macaroon he's ever had. So fruity, the strawberry, raspberry flavors in there, some chocolate in there. Amazing dessert. That's a dessert I can see myself ordering more of, and I'm not a dessert guy, I'm not a sugar guy. So good. Gotta get that macaroon. I'm telling you, new best dessert, like right there. Fantastic. Oh my God. Amazing best dessert ever. Fantastic. That is a winner right there. Gotta get macaroon on Star Wars night. Also, look at those decorations. Star Wars Day at Sea back there. Really glad to see those decorations while we were eating. Overall, fantastic meal. Glad we got to enjoy this one. Now let's run upstairs to see that nighttime show. You can see some of the early cues here for that buffet happening a little bit later today. All these different Star Wars characters over on our left. Looking forward to some of this food later tonight. But now making our way to a great position for the fireworks. Having a little bit of a tricky time. Can't seem to stand on 12 or 13. We'll see if we can find a spot here on 11, or maybe take a different set of stairs to get where we need to go. Check out that ship off in the distance there. Looks like maybe a Norwegian or something along those lines. A nice kind of glow to it at night. Cool to see that these ships are lit up so that people know that they're out there in the water. Otherwise, it'd be a little bit tricky to see, I think. But cool that we've got a spot here. Still figuring out exactly where we're going to stand for the show. But I think we've got a decent spot. We'll see how it goes. So we've got our spot here for the stage show, 9:52 now. Look at this show playing on the screen and a nice view of the stage right here. Definitely excited to see how this one goes here tonight. Yes, let's do it. I haven't really seen too much of this show here, kind of giving us the backstory of Star Wars Resistance. But it seems like a pretty entertaining show while we're standing here watching it. Now kind of hearing what it's all about, or some of the actors' kind of perspectives on the show. Really cool to see. But yeah, it's a nice sort of thing to watch while we're waiting for our show tonight. Looks like an original ad for Star Wars. Super cool to see. Maybe 70s version here, but awesome to see this kind of trailer for Star Wars early on here. It definitely looks like it's evolved over the years, but super cool to see.
But beware of the dark side. Anger, fear, aggression. The dark side of the Force are there.
You don't know the power of the dark side. Join me. Together, we can rule the galaxy.
Young child, come and prove it.
Rebel traitors, you know who you are, and I know how much you're worth.
Hey, you're not permitted in there. It's restricted. You'll be deactivated shortly.
These are the droids we're looking for.
You're doomed.
I need backup.
Battle starts.
Started.
Feel the conflict in you. It's tearing you apart.
That lightsaber.
buffet, and again, super crowded and pretty loud too here with the dance party going on in the middle. Lots of people having fun, but lots of people heading down the stairs here as well, making their way to dinner. So definitely looking forward to grabbing some food and seeing how that goes. A series of great items here today. You can see starting off with some desserts, but definitely a lot of good looking desserts here. Making our way through the food section here as well. I did see some nachos, and I love those nachos. So we'll see how that plays out. And here we've got our crepe station here. You can see a variety of different toppings that would go on crepes there. Crepes all the way at the end. Some cookies here in front of me as well. Looking forward to digging in. Take a look at my plate here. Got a lot of different crepes going on. Mike's got a bunch of different crepe stuff going on as well. And we've got our dessert plate. A lot of familiar items from previous dining venues here. You know, those crepes, those desserts, definitely a favorite for us. As well as those nachos. Might go and grab some of those a little bit later. But overall, definitely excited to dig in here, grab a little bit of snack before the end of the night. I also wanted to take the time to review that show, which I didn't have the chance to do yet. I liked the show, but I didn't love the show. Fireworks are probably my favorite part. There's a lot of stuff going on the screen, a lot of scenes from previous films, a couple of laser lightsaber battles, and characters coming out and kind of talking and interacting with each other, but not a whole bunch of that. There wasn't really much of a story to the show, so I would have loved to see a little bit more of a kind of unique spin on some of the Star Wars saga there. So I didn't love that stage show, but it was not bad. Definitely one I would see if I'm up, you know, on a Star Wars day at sea, but I wouldn't necessarily make it a priority to look for that particular thing for why I'm going on a Star Wars day at sea. So overall, show's not blowing me away in terms of Star Wars day at sea, but you know we love these buffets, and that dinner was fantastic. And reviewing this buffet here, a lot of very similar ones we've had in the past. We did try all these desserts here, and the crepes are definitely the winner. That's why we both went for the crepes, I think. Yeah. I personally love that strawberry crepe with that strawberry compote in there. So a little bit of a healthier crepe, I guess. But overall, really glad to have the food here. Nice kind of late night snack after that Star Wars show, and not necessarily amazed by any of those desserts or anything like that, but the crepes are quite good. And that buffet has closed up super fast here. It's 11:12. They've closed a lot of the different stations, so definitely something you gotta grab fast if you want it. I would skip all these desserts in the future except the crepes. I would come back for those. And that concludes tonight's adventure. Overall review again of that buffet. I would get the crepes again. I'd use more fruit stuffs, less of the chocolate and caramel and that kind of thing. And I'd skip all those other desserts. Gotta try those nachos again next time. But it's not the most amazing food. Star Wars dinner tonight was really the most amazing food, so gotta have more of that in the future. Thanks so much for being a part of the adventure with us today. Did you like the adventure? Make sure you hit that thumbs up button if you did, and comment and let me know what was your favorite part. If you haven't already, for more fun adventures, make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring the bell to stay informed. And until next time, have a magical day and play on. We'll see you soon. Check out the special menu here for Star Wars, including a Bantha burger, boba melt, pulled pork sandwich, all kinds of cool options on there. And you can see some of the traditional offerings here as well. Very cool to see it all here today. A crispy fried fish sandwich as well.